Hi, now I'm here. I know, still not perfect, but I'm practicing. I know. It's for me it's, I don't know, it's not, I don't know. As a clairvoyant life coach, I shouldn't say I don't know. But truth is, I do not know, I do not care. And I will tell you why. Why? If I would have a personal preference in which direction, however, the thing is, I would not be neutral, so not good. So I try, or I am neutral in these sessions. And I do this job because my soul wants me to do this. No joke. I'm just starting now again after over 10 years or nearly 20 years to be exact. Why? Why not? I just became not 45, 54, English language, different, 54, not long ago, and my soul decided, spirit decided, for me it's now time to work again in this field. I'm not doing this for fame, money, power, whatsoever, because otherwise I would have done this already 20 or 30 years ago. And I didn't do it because I was so careful, because what I do is, I would say, an important work. Other would say it's woohoo, or what do you say in the English language? Woohoo? Woohoo? Woohoo! No, I'm not a ghost. I do not see ghosts. I just see things with closed eyes. I could do this with open eyes, but I could normally do it with closed eyes. I see inner visions, inner pictures, and I'm just more like a translator. I see what I see and I describe it to others. And this can be anything. I lost my husband 20 years because of this work. Because he didn't believe that this was real. He was more, I would say, ITler. He was working in IT at a big company. He was the head of this IT division. And someday we were calling each other every day. When he was at work, we were talking on the phone and said we loved each other and what are you doing and so on. And someday he said suddenly, oh, I have a big problem with this IT thing. I have no idea. He didn't tell me any specific details because he knew I have no idea of IT. I'm happy that I managed to upload YouTube videos now. No joke. So he knew I had no idea what he was doing. And he knew that I couldn't program anything. But he told me he and two other colleagues were working all the time now, since 2 or 3 days, to find a bug in a program. And this program, and it was a nationwide company, had to go online in 2 days. So they had only 2 days left with 3 people to find this problem, because they made some error and they couldn't find it in this new software. So, and he told me this, and I just came home from my clairvoyant workshop. So I was learning this, and I said, okay, I will work, and just don't think, just starting working. So, and he told me he had no idea how to fix this problem. And I said, okay, I can close my eyes, I can look if I get any information for you. And he said, okay. I closed my eyes, I was concentrating on his problem. I had no idea what this name of the program was, or I just knew, okay, in this company they have this problem. So I was concentrating on this thing, and then suddenly in my inner vision I saw a path, and I said, okay, and something like, yeah, and there the second left and down, and somehow I described where he had to go through this path. And I said, okay, and after a few minutes, maybe 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, I don't know, it's 20 years ago. So, and he said, I said, okay, here I guess is the problem, somewhere in this path, what I described him. And he was very quiet. And he was not saying much on the phone, and he just said, okay, I will call you again when I know more. And so 15 minutes later, he called me again, utterly surprised. I don't know, shocked, I would say. He said, we found a problem because of your description. We could fix it already in 15 minutes. And he knew I had no idea what I was talking about. I just was looking... if someone doesn't know what I mean, it's hard to believe that this is possible. For him it was hard to believe, and we were already married for, I don't know, a year or something, yeah. So, and then he noticed that I was really able to do these things, and this was a very, very big shock. And I never thought about it. What was it for him? Because he stopped talking to me. He got so self-conscious because he thought I would know everything. No, I do not. This is the interesting thing. I have to concentrate on this work to be able to see anything, and normally go through life like everybody else, nearly everybody else. Maybe there are some people who can see the aura in English, aura, around people, lights or something. Some people can hear thoughts. My teacher, my clairvoyant teacher, could hear thoughts, and she could see thoughts. I don't know how, I didn't ask her, but she was very specific, very in the here and now. Whatever there was, she could hear or see it. Can be an obstacle, I later saw. But I have to concentrate on these things, what I see, what I hear. Here, I don't know. Did I ever hear something? Yeah, but just a few times in my life. This was more funny. But I see, I have inner visions. And it's normally not about the future. It's just about what is inside of you. What I normally do, life readings of your life, of your energy. I still have to close my eyes and I have to concentrate, and I get inner pictures. I describe this to you, and the meaning, this is the important thing. And it can be anything, but normally it's what are your talents? What did you bring into this life? When you as soul decided to come here into this life, what did you bring? What are your special talents? What is the other word? I guess you get it. Your energies, your whatever you could see maybe in a reading, in an astrology reading, but I do not need anything. No data from you, nothing. And I guess I see other things, not exactly what an astrologer sees. I can see more specific things. What an astrologer cannot see is what in your life happened already? Where are you standing now? What are still things you have to learn in this life? Or what is maybe a special path you want to go? And I cannot promise anything, because for every person it can be different. It's something else. Yeah, but I will tell you more next times. My goodness. Yeah, you see, I'm practicing English to speak. My tongue sometimes does something what my brain doesn't say. Yeah. Anything else? No, not in a moment, I guess. For today, enough. So it will still get interesting. I hope so. Like and subscribe if you like. If you want to be one of the few that were here for the first time from my beginning, from my early beginnings, from the start of my YouTube channel and of a very long path. I know I'm already 54, but maybe I will stay here for the next 10, 20, 30 years. Who knows? I'm not somewhere else on social media. I don't know. I have maybe some for 10 years sleeping Facebook account. I don't know if I will use this again. So I'm here on YouTube. I have my website. It's somewhere in my description if I remember to put it in. So if you subscribe, you will see more. You will hear more stories and what I can do. And I also want to teach you things for free. You do not have to get a reading with me. I will teach you some things for free, tell you stories. We will see what will happen. For me also a surprise. But isn't it you should know everything? No. Who says that a clairvoyant person sees everything? 20 years ago people thought I was enlightened. I don't know, what is enlightened? No, I'm not enlightened. I'm not a guru. I'm not on some high podest. Do you say this in English? Podest. You know, I'm not on a stage and you look up to me and please do not. I'm a normal human being, but somehow spirit or my soul or destiny says you are the one. You are going to go online in public and talk about these things and teach and do readings. And I know a part of me is shy and just wants to have its peace, and the other part says since 30 years, over 30 years, someday I will do this, but I want first, and this is what I really wanted. I wanted to have more life experience. I knew already at the age of 20 I would do this work, but somehow decided to have all highs and lows in life. So I know what I talk about and I understand every other human being. I can tell you, I had now enough learning about highs and lows in life and stories. I could tell you stories. I will, but not today, but soon. So subscribe and you will hear more next time. Over next time. The German language and the English are different, and I already start to create my own words. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for not being sorry. So, but now, goodbye. See you soon.